Have you read the Quran?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have one.
Yeah.
That's nice.
What do you think about it?
Not much.
Not much.
No.
What do you think about like spirituality?
Doesn't have a lot of narrative. So,
In what sense?
well, it's not a real, like, doesn't really have a lot of stories in it.
Really?
Yeah.
You read the whole Quran or just like
Yeah.
some parts of it?
No,
Because-
I read the whole thing.
Like you didn't come across the story of Moses, the story of Jesus, John, or
I read those.
yeah, it's like it's pretty much the whole half of it is filled with different stories of the prophets from before and people before that got punished and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, no, it's hard to reconcile the Quran with the Old Testament. You know?
Yeah, because the Old Testament has been changed a lot.
No, it
And
actually
the Quran.
hasn't.
Really? How do you know?
I don't know. Because I read Hebrew.
Okay,
So
that makes it
no,
that
but
makes you able to not to know.
we have documents back to 400 BCE in Hebrew.
So just
So
them being ancient makes it true and unchanged.
doesn't mean it's untrue. It's just it's kind of the law of not being first.
It's what?
The law of not being first. So if you got a document that's 2,500 years old and another one that's 1,300 years old,
But do you know that Torah was destroyed twice?
was what?
Was destroyed twice? It was burnt and destroyed. Destroyed twice? Do you know that?
Torah.
The one that you're referring to. But it was destroyed twice though.
I don't know.
And there were some random people who just wrote it.
Like there have been many times that Jerusalem was sacked and
Yeah.
burned many.
I know, but
scriptures you
through
don't really know.
archaeology we have so many.
Yeah, this is from the archaeological evidences only.
Yeah.
You know.
You
I'm
know
just
that-
gonna. So first by Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon invaded Jerusalem and completely destroyed it, which according to the Christians later rewritten by Ezra, Prophet Ezra.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm only going back 500 years.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
you
going-
but you just gave an example
No, but-
saying that
but-
how
500 years BCE.
Hmm.
That's 2,500 years ago.
okay
The Quran is 1,200 years old.
okay
Right?
But if you look at it this
So-
way, like you believe that the Old Testament is from God, all of it.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, most likely, because that's what I'm assuming. Because if you're saying that, like,
No,
that
I'm
this is
just saying it's an ancient document. It's more ancient. So when later,
but more ancient doesn't mean it's true.
yeah, like
People in ancient times they used to believe that the earth is flat. Do you still believe that?
Because like if you believe that both scriptures come from God, but one scripture has been
I
changed.
didn't say they both come from God.
No, I'm saying if a person, for example,
Yeah,
believes.
but I'm not making that assertion. So,
Okay.
Okay, so you believe in the Pentateuch, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
Yeah, that's the Torah.
Okay, so you believe in those books.
I believe in them. I know they exist.
They do exist. I have this here in the
Are
5
you an
books.
atheist or
No. But
you're a theist?
but if to say I believe in them, I mean, it says in Leviticus that if you have a tattoo, you should be put to death.
Hmm.
Man, I don't believe that to be true.
So what is your stance? Like, what part of the book do you believe?
On tattoos,
No,
No,
what part of
just
the book do
general.
you believe?
I believe the overall meta narrative of the book.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you believe this part of the Deuteronomy was written by Moses? So Moses, the servant of Lord, died in the land of Moab. So you believe that Deuteronomy was a book written by Moses.
No, I don't think Moses wrote.
So who wrote Deuteronomy?
The Deuteronomists.
What do you mean Deuteronomist?
It's a group.
Who was given the Torah?
The nation of Israel.
So Moses wasn't given the Torah?
No, I don't think so. I think he was given the Ten Commandments.
Okay.
I think he was given the Ten Commandments.
What was the first commandment?
I am the Lord your God,
Okay, then Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4.
who brought you out of slavery.
Shema Israel Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
Exactly.
Hear, O Lord of Israel, the Lord of our God is one God. Men of Israel, the Lord of our God is one God.
Well, that's not in Deuteronomy.
That's in Deuteronomy 6:4.
No, read it.
Where is it?
Deuteronomy 6:4.
No, I'm asking you if it's not in Deuteronomy, where is it?
Deuteronomy. It's in between. It's in between Judges and Numbers.
Okay.
I'm just wondering, like, you're a Christian or like what exactly is your like
I'm a
belief?
thinker.
Thinker? Okay.
I'm a thinker.
Yeah, but you know,
Deuteronomy, one second, Stas. Hold on. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 4. Hear of Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord.
Yeah.
So why are you just changing the subject now? You said it's not in Deuteronomy. I told you it's in Deuteronomy. I gave you the chapter, I gave you the verse as well. Chapter 6, verse 4.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's. I think that's more
Interesting.
monotist than monotheist.
Okay.
So-
No, but you said that it's not in Deuteronomy. What makes you say that?
I don't know. I thought that didn't come up till Isaiah, where we get the Shema from.
Mhm.
Anyways, it's
but anyways, what I was saying is like just because something
the
is
first
old-
commandment.
How
Actually
many
does-
books? Okay, one second. How many books were given to Moses?
I don't know.
You believe in the Torah, right?
I do.
Okay,
I
so
don't-
what?
I don't necessarily believe he wrote them.
Okay.
I don't believe Muhammad wrote the
Muhammad
Quran
didn't write the
either.
Quran. You're right about that.
Yeah.
Muhammad had scribes who used to write for him.
he recited it to them though.
He recited it to them.
Fair
He
enough.
wasn't illiterate. He didn't know how to read and write.
Yeah.
Right? So the challenge of the Quran is, I'm going to come back to the Bible in a second.
Sure.
The challenge of the Quran is, a prophet who's an ummi, how can he write about things which people didn't know about it? And when you said that you read the Quran, what he was actually trying to say is that the Quran talks about stories. The stories which the Quran talks about, neither did the prophet knew about that, nor did the people with the prophet knew about that. And the Quran challenges in Surah Al-Hud, chapter 11, verse number 49,
There's a lot of
neither did you know, nor did your people know about these things.
there are a lot of prophecies written in a lot of ancient documents that have come true, and there's
Mhm.
some that haven't. So, you know,
Yeah. But
Okay.
you know, just one document being older doesn't necessarily make it
Yeah.
more true because something came after it, right? Because what we believe is that scriptures were given to Moses, to Jesus, to different prophets.
so I don't think scriptures were given to Jesus.
Yeah, but I'm just telling what we believe. So, and these scriptures were changed over time. And because of that, Prophet Muhammad, or part of the reason, was that Muhammad came and he clarified those positions that people
Well,
had. So,
The New Testament hasn't changed over time.
the New Testament?
Has
Yeah.
it changed?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The biggest Christian scholars would 100% disagree with you.
Name one.
Bart D. Herman.
Who?
Bart D. Herman?
Oh, Bart Ehrman.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe except
Maybe
him.
you don't agree with that. That's okay. So you asked us to name one, I just named. So
No,
this
but-
Bible, you said the
No,
Bible
but-
has, the New Testament hasn't changed.
No, hang on.
Okay.
There's difference between small changes,
Okay.
right, and there's difference between massive changes.
Okay, so I have a glass of water. Mineral water. And I add a minute water from the sewage. Would you drink it? Just because it's a minute. Very minute.
Yeah, probably.
You drink it? You
I
know,
was thirsty.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
I
a problem.
I read Greek too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So I've been to museums and read documents that are 65 years CE,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
And they're the same as what we have in the Greek New Testament today.
Probably.
There's
do
not
we
been
have-
a lot of change.
Do we have the originals?
We don't have the original in any, including the Quran.
We do.
Bullshit.
The
See-
thing is, because you're relying on textual.
Criticism? Of
Yeah.
course I am.
But the thing is, the Quran was revealed verbally and it's been preserved verbally.
Yeah.
You can burn all the Qurans today, and you're still gonna have the Quran.
So there are three reasons, Tess.
Yeah,
There are
if you
three
burn-
reasons. There are three reasons
Yeah.
for which the Bible cannot be compared to the Quran. And one of the reasons, which should be sufficient for you to, as an intelligent and a logical person to agree, is that the language of the Bible is not preserved. The
It's
Quran
not
is in
what?
it's not preserved. The Quran is in the living language.
Yeah.
There are more than 2 billion Muslims who either speak or understand the Arabic language.
It's an interesting point of view.
Neither do
It's
you
not-
have the
it's
original
not-
Hebrew.
It's not convincing.
It's just
Yeah,
one point.
it's a one point.
It's one evidence.
Yeah.
But not only that, like if you burn all of the Bibles today, you're not gonna have a Bible. You won't be able to bring it back.
Yeah.
If you burn every single Quran in Arabic today, you're still gonna have the Quran. Within one day, you bring a few people
Sure,
who
you can have.
My daughter can recite you 30 chapters from the Quran. She's
I
like
can-
4 years
I
old.
can recite you 30 chapters from the New Testament.
All right, start. Start from John 1:1.
John 1:1.
Hmm.
I'll write it up for you.
wait, which translation?
what do you
is so
mean?
many, or which?
What do you mean by heart?
No, I'll write it up for you.
No, I have it here.
John 1:1.
Yeah.
I'm going to write it for you.
What is John 1:1? Or you're going to write it in something nobody understands it.
No, I'm going to write it the way it was originally written.
Originally written.
Jesus spoke in Greek.
Yeah.
No, Jesus didn't speak it.
So then that's not the original scripture.
This is.
What was the language of Jesus?
He wrote.
Almost.
No, hold on. Let him answer.
Yeah.
Probably.
The whole game has gone for a toss when you say probably.
Can-
When you ask me what was the language of Muhammad, if I say probably Arabic, that means the whole game has gone for a toss for me. You're not sure what was the language of Jesus and you're writing me John 1:1.
Probably read and wrote and spoke Hebrew.
Okay.
For sure. He read, wrote, spoke Aramaic.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he had any access to Greek,
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Do you have any written documentation at the time of Jesus? From the time of Jesus?
Yeah, lots of it.
Who wrote it?
Well, it depends.
What do you mean?
Depends what document you're looking for. You're talking
I'm
about
looking for the. I'm talking about
a
the.
religious document?
Yeah.
There you go. There's the first. There's John 1:1.
Read it to me and translate it for me in English.
I'll read it in Greek first.
Yeah.
En arche, en ha
I know it
logos,
says help. Please
kai ha logos pros ton theon.
Okay.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God.
Excuse me, please. Yeah.
There you go.
Excuse us.
So yeah, I can recite.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I read the Quran. It's very easy.
Are we done?
I read the whole